In 1946, the U.S. military, like lots of other things in American life, was segregated by race. The Defense Department at the time surveyed troops about racial integration of the armed forces. 4 out of 5 white service members responded by saying they absolutely did not want to serve in integrated units with African Americans. 4 out of 5 said no way. White servicemen did not want to serve with black servicemen. They did not want to work with them. They did not want to live with them. They did not want to train with them, period, end of story. The response from President Truman? He ordered them to do it anyway. In January of 1948, President Harry Truman issued an executive order that said, we're integrating. Like it or not, this is the way it's going to be. Get over it. Why? Because he said so, and he was president. The Pentagon's new comprehensive review of a totally different personnel matter, the ban on gay people serving openly in the military, goes into great detail about the precedent of racial integration of the armed forces as a personnel matter, and specifically the resistance to racial integration among white troops at the time. Though there are fundamental differences between matters of race, gender, and sexual orientation, the report says, we believe the U.S. military's prior experiences with racial and gender integration are relevant. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, our military took on the racial integration of its ranks before the country at large had done so. Our military then was many times larger than it is today, had just returned from World War II, and was in the midst of Cold War tensions and the Korean War. By our assessment, the resistance to change at that time was far more intense. Surveys of the military revealed opposition to racial integration of the services at levels as high as 80 to 90%. Some of our best known and most revered military leaders from the World War II era voiced opposition to the integration of blacks into the military, making strikingly similar predictions of the negative impact on unit cohesion. But by 1953, 95% of all African American soldiers were serving in racially integrated units, while public buses in Montgomery, Alabama, and other cities were still racially segregated. Today, the U.S. military is probably the most racially diverse and integrated institution in the country, one in which an African American rose through the ranks to become the senior-most military officer in the country 20 years before Barack Obama was elected president. When we return, the interview. The interview tonight is with the nation's first African American Secretary of the Army, Clifford Alexander. You probably do not want to miss this.